Thanks for the invite. I do appreciate it.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, one of them got me, and they're slick enough to know that it gets erased where they nobody can tell who really did it.
I know it's so sad, if you can't debate someone, or if you get upset at them and you throw them out. I mean, that's kind of, that's as low as you can get.
Yeah, it's all right though, man.
Yeah. Well, we're back now, so.
Yeah. Uh, here's where I'm at with all of it, and I want them all to hear it. I don't even want them talking to me anymore. I don't want Hank talking to me. I don't want Uncle talking to me, and I don't want Kanushi talking to me. Fuck them in the boat they rode in on. I'm tired of their fucking games, and I'm not going to play their fucking game anymore. Hank thinks he's slick enough. He wants to call somebody a coward. You're the real coward, Hank. You can't admit what you did. You still think you're smart enough to run with that fucking bullshit game. So you're the real fucking coward, just so you know.
So you don't want me to talk to you, but you can talk to me. Is that how it goes?
I'm done talking with
that?
you. I don't want to hear your lies no more. Have you got that in your fucking
So
thick?
I didn't invite you. Show me where I lied.
Have you got that in your thick fucking skull, Hank?
No, I have
haven't
not.
say,
It's not squashed.
okay, so now what you're going to do, you're going to call me and my wife a fucking liar when she's got it saved on her computer.
I never said anything about Crystal.
All right,
Didn't say her name
that's
once.
what you're doing. You're still trying to run with your lie. We sat right here and we got it, okay? I'm not even going to give you the fucking privilege of fucking seeing what you did because you know what you did. So fuck you. I don't want to hear your lies no more.
I didn't invite you, buddy.
I don't want to hear your fucking lies. I don't want to go to your fucking stream anyway, so just shut the fuck up.
Then why make such a big deal out of this if you didn't want to go to my
Here's the
stream to
big
begin
deal.
with?
You ain't nothing but a two-faced lying piece of shit. Don't talk to me no more. I don't want to go to your fucking stream anyway. I don't want to go to your fucking stream, so just shut the fuck up.
Agreed. We won't talk to each other anymore.
Shut the fuck up then.
All right, go ahead.
All right then, go sell your fucking pizzas, boy. Games are over with me, you lying bullshit motherfucker.
Yeah, you watch, all of a sudden you or me or both of us will disappear here because they'll kick us out.
That's okay. I mean, you know, when the next stream comes on, Ray, the game's over for me. It ain't gonna be run with me no more. Fuck Ronan, fuck Hank, and fuck Uncle. I saw everything they did. That's good enough for me. And if he wants to criticize my intelligence like he's still gonna run with his fucking lying bullshit. And then I sat there and watched him. How can I cover myself and take Ray's wrench? And then just say, yeah, I'll take Ray's wrench. And then I can lie and I can say that I want the women to have rights in my sight. And that'll work. And that way I can cover my ass. They think they're so fucking slick. What's up, Deez?
Buddy, did we agree not to...
Good to see you, Deez.
Yeah, what's happening, buddy? What's up,
not much, man. Just a new day, another dollar, and actually not too many dollars, but another holla.
I hear you, bro.
Hey, good to see you, Deez.
You too, man.
Yeah, but I'm done with those fucking moron trailer trash line pieces of shit. I watched Hank do that a couple months ago, and I said, well, I guess he's got his reasons. And now that I watched what he really did, I'm done with that motherfucker.
Yeah, him and Ronan really get it on good now. I don't know what the story was on that.
Well, what Ronan don't want nobody to know, Ray, is that he's gay.
Well, just stop talking about me. Quit being triggered. If you're that stupid, somebody better tell you about it because you're not listening to yourself.
I want to say.
If you don't want me to talk, don't bring me up and stop chatting about me like a couple of bed whisper buddies there saying.
You should have remembered your own words last night. Why were you talking about me? And why were you talking about me?
We hate him. Yeah, we hate him. You're talking about a couple of loves.
Pussy,
that's what you are. You're talking like ladies who have some kind of fetish about me. Why don't you just drop it, change the topic, and move on? If you keep doing it, all you're proving is that you're triggered. You're weak, man. This pillow talk between the both of you is hilarious. I love it. Keep going, Mike out.
Doesn't sound like you love it. Sounds like you're crying to me, Ronan. Baby, coward.
Yeah, that's why he was talking and Hank.
There you go.
All about
pillow talk over me again.
There you go.
I thought you were men. You muted me, buddy. You muted me.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Nothing. I'm gonna enjoy you.
You're gonna run that fat fucking trap of yours.
I'm just gonna enjoy you making a fool of yourself and going on and on about Ronan Canucci.
Pussy punk.
Between the both of you, shit.
Coward pussy punk.
You know why we love Ronan Canucci. That's the whole thing.
Nothing but a lying coward pussy punk. Mike out.
All you're really doing. That's all you're really doing. Your pillow talk over me is obviously some kind of ritual for you. And you're good at it. Why don't you just drop talking about me, chat about something else, I'll mic out, and you don't have to mention me. But if you keep this up, People are going to think, hey, these guys are in love with Ronan Canucci.
Ronan's
sad.
crying.
That's sad. Stop bringing me up then. Mike out.
That's the same thing I was saying about you last night in Hank's fucking site. Why'd you
There you
keep
go.
bringing
With
my
the
name
pillow
up,
talk again.
motherfucking
There you go.
pussy?
Pillow talking.
Fucking
You-
lying piece
You all
of
try to blow
shit.
baby bubbles.
You're a
to
lying
each
piece
other.
of shit, you son of a
You all
bitch.
try to blow baby
Fuck you
bubbles
and the
to each
horse
other
you
when you
rode in
stand
on,
about me.
cocksucker.
Really? Really? Do you sleep with your thumb in your mouth talking about me? That's what you're doing. It's humiliating, gentlemen. Stop the pillow talk about me and you'll be okay. Otherwise, you look very, very foolish. Mike out.
What'd you talk about me for in Hank's site, you lying piece
There
of
you
shit?
go again with the pillow talk
Cocksucker.
about
Cocksucking lying son of a
Ronan.
bitch.
Why don't you pillow
Cocksucking
talk
lying
about
son of a
Uncle
bitch.
Bargain?
You little lying piece of
He's the
shit.
host of this thing.
You lying piece of
There we
shit.
go again. Pillow
Sounds
talk
like you're
about
crying,
Fuck
Ronan.
you and your goddamn lies.
me. You know, I
Fuck
mean,
you and your lies.
trying to reword
Fuck
what
you and your lies.
You know, this
Mike out.
is sad. Actually, it's quite funny, but yeah, I'm just being dramatic. But anyway, stop the pillow talk about me, and you'll be okay. But if you keep doing it, you're only proving that you two are triggered and probably in love with me. Mike
Not
out.
triggered. Oh, not. Oh boy.
That's what it
Not
proves.
triggered, not
That's
in
what
love.
it proves, King Stupid. That's what it proves, King Stupid.
You're triggered now. I did it again, didn't I? Or
Oh,
maybe
no,
Buddy.
Buddy, quit being such a baby.
Ah,
Quit being such a
There's a meaner thing
Liar.
since kindergarten.
Little
I mean,
fucking
that
Very,
liar.
very good.
shows where the maturity level is.
I might not be respected by anyone, and I might be hated by all.
You're fucking right, you ain't.
Yeah, you got that right.
You keep bringing me up. You're gonna make money next year. man.
Liar.
I got a building after
Yeah.
the name of about me.
Uh,
Hey, you know, I'm not.
uh,
I'm being Mike. I'm being Mike. I'm being Mike. Being mic'd out by Buddy W. This is really childish. You look good. You look good. Pillow talk.
I don't care.
Pillow talking. Pillow talking. Pillow. That's all you do is pillow talk. You know, that's it. Childish.
Liar.
There you go. Why don't you
You're
stop it?
lying.
Why don't you talk to D? Why don't you talk to D? Oh, I can have fun.
What's wrong? Don't you have any rights over here?
I can have fun. I can have fun. I'm not muting you. I'm not muting you. I can
But
have
I'm
fun.
muting you. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. I'm
Same
going to
rights
enjoy
I
it.
had over in Hank's site, right? Hey,
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying this.
it ain't too cool to not have any rights, is it?
I don't care.
Yeah, right. I know.
I never asked to be moderator.
Right.
Never asked for a wrench.
I got you, cocksucker.
Now you're going gay on me.
Oh, poor boy.
You're going gay now.
Oh, poor gay
And you
man.
continue. And you continue the pillow talk.
Poor little gay faggot.
Whatever you want.
You ain't so fucking bad now, are you, bitch?
Well, you all go ahead, pillow talk. Go ahead, do pillow talking, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Where's your rights now, bitch?
Mike out.
I didn't have no rights, you little cocksucker. Why do you think you got rights when I don't have any rights, you
I
pussy?
didn't say you shouldn't.
Got your fucking mouth.
No, you're
Yeah,
muting
it
me.
ain't so fucking, it ain't so cool now, is it?
You're
Huh?
muting me.
It ain't so fucking cool now, is it?
You're muting me, Mike out.
Yeah, you goddamn right I am. What you gonna do?
Nothing. Thank you.
You goddamn right you ain't.
I'm thanking you because you make me.
Yeah, you damn right.
I'm thanking you because you make me look good.
Good.
You make me look great. Actually,
Yeah, you're lying,
you make
see?
me look great, Mike out.
Yeah, admit your lie, Mike out, pussy.
Ronan, you got issues, man. Coward.
He sits in
Fucking
a fucking Hank's site and
I just
talks
wanna
about
know
me
what
all
lies were
fucking
told.
night in there.
Coward.
He
What
sits in
lies were
Hank's
told?
site last night and talks his stone cold shit bringing my name up over and over again and has the audacity to come over here and lie about it, fuck him.
He's a coward.
And Hank's a fucking bullshit coward pussy too if he fucking tries to run that game on me. I watched it. You ain't so fucking. Hey, why don't you try your fucking executive order over here, Hank, with you and your fucking executive shit?
It's Armando's chat.
You goddamn
Armando
right.
made an executive order to start a new chat.
Let me hear you say that one more time, just so I can nail it in real good. You're right. You can't. Just like I couldn't do anything in your fucking site, and I had no rights.
Right. Exactly.
You goddamn fucking right. How does it feel, you fucking little cunt?
Well, I'm not worried about it because
Fucking pussy. Yeah, you're a coward. You're the real coward.
If that's what you think, go ahead. Hope you sleep well.
Thank hell. I hope you sleep on your fucking pizza.
Who sleeps on pizza? That doesn't even make sense.
Cram my pepperoni up your fucking ass and wiggle on it, bitch.
It's funny because you think these words affect me.
I don't give a fuck what you think. You are non-existent to me, so eat shit and die, bitch.
Well, I'm going to die, but I'm certainly not going to eat any feces.
I don't care what you do. I don't even know why you're here. You got your own site. Why are you here now?
Because Armando's my friend, and you can't do nothing about it, buddy.
And guess what? You can't do anything about what I'm doing right now.
No, you're making me look good. Why would I stop you?
I don't care if I'm making you look good, bad, or ugly. You told on yourself. You already have your own image. Lie until the day you die, bitch.
Yeah.
I know what you did, so you can run your pepperoni pizza up everybody's ass.
I didn't invite you. You're like the kid who didn't get the birthday invitation, man.
No,
you were so butthurt, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you damn right I'm butthurt because I watched what you did for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and now you're trying to lie about it, so you're the coward.
I'm not lying. I told you I didn't invite you because you and Ronan were going to go at it on my channel for 8 hours.
You are a liar. It's simple. It's sweet. I watched it. I have it screenshot and saved on Crystal's computer. You're a fucking liar.
Show me where I lied.
I'm not going to justify.
You showed me making a statement on a screenshot, but you can't show me where I lied.
That's what you can't live with. You thought you were slick enough to pull it off so you can cover your tracks. I'm not going to
pull what off? What did I pull off?
You know what you did, cocksucker.
I didn't invite you? Is that something I have to pull off?
Nah, it's everything else you did over there with Ronan. So eat shit.
What did I do? What did I do?
You, motherfucker.
I don't even know.
If
you're
that
making shit up, dude.
If you're that fucking brain dead where you don't know what you did, then go eat shit.
You don't know what I did, buddy. You just know you're angry and you don't know why.
I'm not ever gonna let you know, and there's not a goddamn thing you're gonna do about it.
You can't let me know because you don't know, sir.
And you can't lie your way out of it. So eat shit and die. How's it feel now, Hank?
Hilarious. Neener, neener, neener. Did you really do that a second ago?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one to bring up the past, but I haven't done that since kindergarten. Like, when is the last time anybody has went neener, 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 like in their adulthood, like, you know, past 18? I mean, that stuff is kindergarten bullshit, dude. You should be aware of that.
Oh, I'm very well aware of the kindergarten shit. You know what the kindergarten shit is to me? That you really think you can motherfucking get away with your lie. It's over, Rover. That's kindergarten. A little kid still trying to lie to the teacher. They can lie till the cows come home now. What they can't deal with is that they got caught. Poor little babies.
Yeah, Ronan got triggered pretty good.
Yeah, Hank just dropped out for some reason. I don't know why he dropped out. There he is.
Lost connection. Continue.
There is no continue. So what are you up to, Ray?
What's that? Sorry.
What you been into, man? Did you get to your appointment?
Yeah, just regular old dental shit, you know, go in there and fill a cavity, but you know, it's always a pain in the ass, right? Everything about it, man. Stick the needle in there and, you know, shoot, man. You know, it's no big deal, but I mean, it's not really pleasant, is it?
Hell no, man. I got a little bit of dental work I got to get up there too, man.
Yeah, shoot, man. I've had stuff before, you know, this is just a regular routine cavity that, you know, but shit, man, I had an abscessed tooth before.
That shit's painful.
Fuck yeah, man. They take it down there, they drill it so deep, you know, they give you the shots and then they're drilling down in there and it's hurting like shit, you know, and then they ask you the question, you know, can you feel it? You know, you're going, fuck, man, I can feel it. But luckily I didn't have one of those. I kind of keep an eye on it now and try to go regular, you know, but
that's right.
It's not a pleasant thing. I was just looking over on the right-hand side of the group chat here. It says, you know, Ronan, looks like Ronan was muted quite a few times. Hank left. He pussied out. Oh, he came back now, huh?
I lost connection. There's a difference. Richard Garnash, what's up, man?
Not too much. That those files you told me to go to, the updates are filled with fucking viruses and malware, dude. Malware.
Oh, really? I did not do that on purpose.
Yeah, really.
Well, I guess I got viruses and malware on my phone then, but hey, at least I get free shit.
Well, only if you update it and only if you get caught up in the scam. I mean, it started off with me saying, oh, you have to update it. And then it got to the point where it wanted to know my password. And then it said, oh, if you don't do this, your phone's going to be locked for one day, you know, and that's pretty much when I uninstalled them.
Yeah, I never update.
Well, it wouldn't.
Unless it's a forced update like Google Hangouts, that's the only time I update.
Yeah, anyway, the point is that they're filled with shit to try to trick you into getting shit on your phone you don't want.
Damn, Richard, that sounds exactly okay. Well, that virus must be what Hank's all about. He's over here trying to run a virus now. What I would do is run an antivirus program and get that fucking Trojan horse out of my hard drive. It's called Hank.
Well, I have a stupid question. I got earphones.
Anyway, good to see you, Richard. I hadn't seen you in a while, man. How's everything over there?
Oh, it's great, dude. I want to see a picture of my house, my painted house.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, hold on. I'll walk outside and click the video thing on. Pretty sure my Wi-Fi will go that far. How far does Wi-Fi go, by the way?
That's a good question. I don't.
It depends. The 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi has a very short range, while the 2.4 gigahertz has a little bit longer range, in my experience.
Right there.
Well, longer range means what? I mean, shorter and longer. You got to give me some kind of base, I guess.
My router has 2 broadcasts. So it broadcasts the 5 gigahertz, which is close and fast, and then it broadcasts 2.4 gigahertz, which is a little slower, and you can walk further away from your router.
All right, well here, I'm going to go ahead and live stream this. So I guess my video should be on. If it's not, tell me. But can you see it?
Wow, man, that is killer, dude.
Thank you. And here's the funny part. Let me go to the other side of the street so you get a perspective of what everybody else's looks like. You see what I'm saying? They're all white and boring,
Right.
you know, and mine is, as far as I'm concerned, it looks cool, you know?
Yeah, man. Very nice, Richard, man. Very.
And I did that all by myself, I might
I
add.
see the ladder out there now, man.
You know it, bro.
Hey, man, I'm all about that. That's what I'm doing now is fixing up a few houses. I bought me a new paint machine. I got all of my stuff out there. My next step is I'm going to try to get it all loaded in an enclosed trailer so I can just hook up and go work on my houses.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm over here in Thailand, so I really don't have any tools or anything like that. And my wife's kind of freaking out because between the ladder and I bought a real, like an industrial strength power washer and all this other shit, she's like, fuck, we could just get somebody to paint it for half that. I said, well, yeah, but, you know, these tools aren't, you know, if when it needs to be painted again, I guess they'll pay for themselves. But she's kind of like, man, you're spending an awful lot of money on that power washer, and we just, you know, hire some of these monkeys for $10 a day to paint it, you know.
I understand that in maybe that country, but for me personally, I got a brand new DeWalt pressure washer out here. I think it's 3,500 psi, and hey, man, I use it all the time for everything. So, you know,
oh hell yeah. I used ours to power wash the, you know, I could turn the video on again and show you, you'd laugh. I used ours to power wash our side of the street and our sidewalk, and the other side is like grayish black, and ours looks like brand new concrete, you know. Yeah, they're very handy.
Exactly. And over there, when I spent my time in Asia, they got a lot of marble and wash. Now, when y'all wash your clothes over where you're at, do you have a wash pit or do you actually have a washer and dryer?
We have a washer, but hanging the clothes is the method over here, so we don't have a dryer.
Right. Now, at a house that I rented on a place called Vista Court over in the Philippines, it was a very nice house, had huge, but anyway, had a big marble wash pit in the back where, you know, your maids wash the clothes. And I went down and bought a washer and dryer, and it looked like it was a kid's washer and dryer, in my opinion. It wasn't, you know, like residential washers over here. It was a little plastic one. And I told Crystal, I said, man, even if you go to buy a washer over here, I mean, I imagine there's certain places you can go and get the real deal. But for the most part, as far as down at the Asia Mall anyway that I was at, it was a plastic washing machine, but I mean it worked okay. But anyway, that pressure washer, man, you can pressure wash all that stuff. And here's the thing: every 6 months or so, you know, it's time to do it again. So I think you did good by buying one.
So what's this plastic thing that came with my earphones? Am I supposed to fucking stick that in or something to keep your ears from doing something? What the fuck is this thing?
I don't know.
It's got some plastic thing shaped the same as a little earbud thing, and I guess you're probably supposed to stick it on to protect it or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man. I don't.
Maybe it's for germaphobes or something.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, to keep.
I don't know what the fuck it is. But fuck, it took me 2 days to figure out it's wrapped in plastic because my eyesight sucks. I'm trying to pull the top off the bottom for 2 fucking days. And finally, I put my glasses on just now and see it was wrapped in plastic. Jesus Christ, I need to wear these glasses more often, let me tell you.
And I have to stick mine on for close-ups now. I had LASIK surgery done on my eyes. LASIK surgery, it fixed it for far away. He told me to get one fixed for nearsighted and one for farsighted. I said, "My man, that don't sound right to me." He said, "No, listen to me. When you're born, your eyes are already like that. Your brain doesn't know it. Your brain will adjust. I need to fix one of yours for close-up and one for farsighted." And I went, "No, you fix both of mine the same." Now I wish I would have listened to the doctor. So he fixed both of my eyes the same, so I can see like a hawk from about 1 foot away. Out as far as you can see, I can see like a hawk, but I have to put on glasses for up close stuff now, which is exactly opposite. Before I had the LASIK surgery done, I could see good close up, but not far away. So, yeah, I'm wearing a pair just to read with, you know, $5 glasses from the pharmacy or whatever.
All right, you still there? I guess I'm trying to. First time I used the headphones and kind of went out or something for a second. Say something.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
still here, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, dude. Yeah. Yeah, cell
Cool, man.
phone's way
Yeah.
better, way more entertaining, and a way better device than I realized. I'd have probably got one a long time ago if I'd have known they were this effective at stuff.
Well, yeah, it's real mobile. I mean, you can, you know, film things walking around or whatever. Crystal kind of does that with our iPad. She can walk around with, as long as she doesn't lose signal and get too far away.
Well, the thing I like about it is when I go places, sometimes, especially if we go, I don't know how to explain it, but go to like something less than a 5-star hotel, they'll generally have Thai TV, and of course I don't speak Thai, I don't care about it. But with this thing, you know, I can just hook it up through the Wi-Fi and watch, you know, CNN or whatever I want to watch, and hook it right up to the TV. I like the thing I like about it is you can use it as a portable computer to hook up to TVs somewhere or monitors. You can, you know, hook it up. You can hook up a mouse and a fucking monitor to it if you want, and it's just way more simple than easier than bringing a laptop. It's basically a laptop in your pocket once you figure out how to use it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm actually walking to the store where I buy cigarettes, which is probably, maybe 100 meters away. Maybe I'm going to see if the Wi-Fi works all the way over here.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's the neat thing. So you're not really relying on a signal from the house with the phone. That's a signal being bounced off the towers, correct? So you can basically walk anywhere with that. Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Richard?
You must have walked too far.
Yeah, I think he did. So maybe it does depend upon the signal from his house. Huh. Okay, yeah, we lost him. Well, he's getting used to it. I guess he's trying to figure out what he can and can't do, I guess. Deez, what you been up to, man?
I'm just watching all the stuff going on, man.
All the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just felt it was time to expose the dumb shit. I watched it all go down. I watched it all happen. And, you know, they want to get over here and lie about the shit. Yeah, I'm just tired of the fucking drama. You know, everything stays cool over here. And you got these certain characters trying to, you know, they got all their windows open and they're this and they're staying up on all the talk and they're doing this. And the next thing you know, they're running a game and then they want to lie about it, think they're smart enough to, you know, just keep blowing smoke up your ass. It just pisses me off, man. Anyway, I don't like to lose composure like that, but I'm done with the motherfuckers. You know, in other words, I've become what I so despise from just dealing with the shit. So, yeah, I'm going to chill out. I don't want them talking to me no more. When I come on here, I'll talk to everybody else. I'm done with those individuals, and I've watched it for months. So I'm personally done with it. But yeah, it's a bunch of drama. And then when you go to address it, you know, it's nothing but more drama. It ruins the stream. That's what pisses me off about it. Just go over to, you know, whatever stream you want, do whatever you want. Now, he wants to sit here and lie, and Ronan Kanushi, they just lied a few minutes ago again. Ronan's talking about, oh, you can't forgive me. You got to keep talking about me. That's all he did in that fucking Hank site, and I wasn't even in the son of a bitch. My name must have come up 100 fucking times over there last night. They just want to lie their asses off. I'm just tired of it, Deez. But anyway, man, it is what it is. It be shit. That's what it is. It be shit.
Yeah.
You know, y'all have been dealing with each other a lot longer. I haven't been doing this. You know,
Yeah.
You're pillow talking again. You're pillow talking again. Mike out.
Okay, I'm trying to stay neutral in all this because I really enjoy everybody that comes in.
Absolutely, Deez. I fight my own battles. It's no hard feelings. I don't want to drag anybody else into my shit. I can fight my own battles with these people, and you know.
That's exactly what you're doing. Change the topic, please.
Nah, fuck you and your topic.
That's exactly what you're doing, dragging him into this. Change the topic, please.
I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, you moron. Fuck you and your dictatorship.
I didn't say anything about dictatorship. I'm saying
you die, you fucking fat no-teeth fuck. Don't tell me what to say, you little pussy.
I'm sorry. You opened the subject. Forgive me.
Fucking cocksucker. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to. You did last night, didn't you? You brought up my name 100 fucking times over there. Eat shit and die, bitch. Yeah, but anyway, I was talking to Richard, man. He's done a good job on his damn house. That was interesting to see that and the color schemes they use over there. So that's like home to me. I spent a lot of time in Asia. And that was interesting to see the colors he picked, the blue and the red. You see in these other countries, you'll see color schemes that are real. They coincide with one another for whatever the reasons are. You got this certain green color. When you go to Taco Bell, those types of color schemes that they use, you know, the Mexican kind of looking colors, the greens and the blues and all of that stuff. You'll always see those colors in, you know, Asia and Mexico's got the same color schemes. It's just interesting to see the different, and I can remember growing up here in the historic area. I grew up in the historic area, and those were similar color schemes even back then.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was going to say, when he started showing the neighborhood there, I thought he was in Charleston. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, well, there you go, man. Charleston is an extremely historic town. I spent a lot of time in Charleston, too. You know, I got a place down in Garden City below Myrtle. And I spent a lot of time playing music up and down the East Coast. And yeah, Charleston, actually, I was going to move to Greenville because, you know, they got a lot of industry there. And so, yeah, Charleston is real historic. And you'll see those, the historic district, you know, kind of controls. They try to regulate the color schemes. They want you to use vintage colors, historic colors, when you restore your houses in those areas. So yeah, exactly. Just like Charleston.
Well, I guess Richard got lost. He didn't come back.
Yeah, he lost his signal. Once he gets back from the store, he'll probably pick up his signal and try to come back in. He said he was walking to the store, which was 100 meters away. So he lost his signal. He'll probably come back in. I hadn't seen him in a while, man. But yeah, he lives over there in Thailand. And anyway, so I can relate to that because I spent a lot of time over there.
Yeah. What is he, on a cell phone?
He said he just got one, and he's just getting used to it, figuring out everything. Yeah, he just got a new cell phone. I think that's, yeah, cell phone.
Yeah, I think some of those phones, if you have Wi-Fi, you can use the Wi-Fi to save data. So,
yeah.
I don't know about him.
Hey, Deez, remember when we were talking? Okay, now you're kind of weak and everything in the background. I can't remember what you said you did to get that real good signal, and I don't even know if you can, but I just thought I'd let you know it's like you're 10 feet away from the mic or something.
Yeah, last time the Bluetooth went out, but I turned the Bluetooth off. It may be that I have too much other stuff going at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to watch the YouTube chat at the same time. The other night, all I had open was Hangout.
Yeah. That's cool. I can still hear you good, though, man.
I'll figure it out eventually.
No, it's good, man. I can hear you good. But Ray, you still got a signal?
Yeah, I do. Do you? Yeah, I can hear you fine.
That's cool. Yeah, man.
All I care about, like if Ronan loses his signal, who gives a shit, you know? Ronan's a coward. A coward. Just a coward. Just a coward.
Yeah.
Just had to add that. Did I do it okay? Did I sound okay?
Yeah, you sounded pretty good, man. I listened to that whole video when all that shit went on the other night before Mando quit streaming.
Me too.
Yeah, I went back and I listened to that sick shit, man. I can't believe I've let these people intimidate. There's Richard back. He must have got. You lost your signal, didn't you, Richard?
I guess so. I heard you guys saying I lost my signal, and I didn't think I did, but I could hear you guys after I lost the signal for I don't know, a few seconds anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just getting used to the boundaries, I guess, now that you've got it. Yeah, I don't. Now, did you say you were pinging? Is it supposed to be pinging? Well, you might have hit a dead spot. But are you pinging off a tower, or are you relying on the signal at the house?
I'm relying off the signal from the router at my house. Yeah.
That's the issue. Okay, I got you. Yeah. So you went out of distance from your house, is what it is.
Yeah, and it's weird because it might be like a bandwidth issue or something too, because the other day it stayed connected. All it was like I was on a web page or something. I went to the same place, which is kind of a, you know, it's sort of a circular. It's kind of it's 100 meters away as you're walking, but it's probably only 50 meters away. It's behind my house, and I have to walk around a bunch of other houses. But the web page and that connection stayed up, where this one cut out pretty early, really, I think, compared to last time anyway.
Yeah, so probably the next things, if you want real diversity, probably the next things you need to look at is how to increase your signal strength, or maybe I know if I take anything wireless back to my hallway and I turn the corner to go into a bedroom with an extra wall, I'll lose about 2 marks on my bandwidth signal. So I'll get down to about 3 marks instead of having 5 marks like until I cut the corner. So you may want to analyze where your router is and maybe put it in a place where you get a further signal. That might help. I don't know.
Yeah, it's in my office, which is on the top of the house. So I don't know. I'm really not that worried about it, frankly. I just, I'll probably get a regular data plan and all that. I just threw some data minutes on the phone to see if I'd like it, but when they run out, I'll go ahead and get a regular plan, so I'll be relying off the towers then. It won't matter.
I got you. That's cool, man. Yeah, I need to update too. My phone has got marks all on it. You know, I work on machinery for a living, so it's got marks on it, cracked, busted. I'm debating on what to get me also. Well,
everybody I talk to, you know, kind of, or at least Hank and some of these other guys that, you know from here, they all tell me Samsung is just as good or better. I don't know. A lot of them say they're better. It has more adjustments and this and that. People that seem to know about this stuff actually seem to like Samsung a lot. And I tell you, I'm plenty happy with this phone. It's over here in Thailand, things are a little more expensive. And it's an $800 phone here in Thailand.
Richard, let's talk about that a second. I was astonished when I was in Asia, man. The price of the automobiles and the electronics were so much higher than in America. I could not understand that.
Why? I'm telling you, well, in Thailand especially, and I don't know, the Philippines is the same, but the reason is they have this god-awful import tax. I mean, I'm frankly surprised Donald Trump hasn't mentioned Thailand, because if you don't make your products in Thailand and you try to export them to Thailand, you get somewhere between a 50 and 100% tax on the items. Like a lighter here, you know, it might cost 50 cents, and a Bic's going to cost you $1.50 because they don't make them here. And Crest toothpaste, they don't even enter the country. They're like, fuck you, we don't need you if you're going to charge us that much, because Colgate makes their toothpaste here, and they wouldn't be able to compete against them. So they just say, fuck you. So that's the reason. And the cars they do make here, but so many of the parts are imported from Japan or China or wherever they make them, that's why I have a Camry Extremo, which is I just bought, and it's it's not the bottom end, but it's not the top end of a Camry either, and it cost about $32,000 in America, and it was over $50,000 here.
Yeah, just in a real blanket statement, I did hear him. In other words, there's supposed to be things in place to make it a fair playing field for imports and exports, and evidently through the years, the best I understood what they did talk about it was the currency manipulation, plus the talk was it's hard to get any of USA's stuff into China, Japan, or these other places, and because there's no way to compete, because by the time they get the products in, it's so much more expensive. He actually did discuss that during the election year. Now that he's been inaugurated, I have not heard any talk about it at all. He kind of like went back to the top of his list and started working on the I guess what they consider higher priority, but the trade deals and all that, it was one of his. So he did. I heard about it through the election year, but I've not heard anything about it lately. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, there's a company in California that makes clothing in America and is in the malls of China. And the guy said he did it just to prove that you could make shit in America and compete and sell it in China. And I forget the name of the company, and obviously that's pretty unusual. But yeah, it's possible, but you have to have your shit together a whole lot better than the rest of the folks. You know what I mean? You really have to be careful with your suppliers and your costs everywhere and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, they say it's a real song and dance to so the right things are not in place to prevent that. But I've noticed that myself, Richard. I could not. So I was going to buy Crystal a car over there, and I think it was like a fucking 1990 something Celebrity, and they were, man, I mean, I could have got that car here for maximum of $1,000 or $1,200.
Right.
And it was a piece of junk. I test drove it over there, and I said, no, I want you to have a car, because there's a lot of things why she actually needed her own car at the time. And I wanted her to have that. So I went looking for a car over there. And man, I mean, it had been running the ground, smoking, straight drive, Celebrity. And they wanted 25 or 20, converted over to US dollars. It amounted to like $2,800 for a car I can get here for $1,000 or $1,200.
Yeah, I know. The good news, though, is that every once in a while people buy it, mostly with pickups, because pickups for whatever reason aren't too expensive here, but you can buy people have bought them and traded them in for more than they paid for a year later. So the good news is once you buy one, at least it retains its value. So that's the good news. Once you get the initial shock out of the way, they don't deteriorate in price quite as quickly as America.
Wow,
Richard, what's up, man? I saw your beautiful house, man. Congratulations.
Hey, yeah, man. I painted the shit out of that bastard for what, about a month now. I've been talking about it, right?
Right. You got it finished, though. It was
well,
done good,
no,
though.
I'm got to do the trim is still in kind of a dark brown, and I'm going to put it into like a midnight blue or something to go with the blue and red theme. So I still got more to do, but the body's painted anyway, got that out of the way. But yeah, all the windows, the trim, the trim all the way around the top. There's a little trim circles, all the windows and the trim around the windows. There's plenty more to do. The deck, I haven't you know, I'm gonna put some you know, shiny Thompson's water seal on that, and so I got plenty of shit to do. Frankly, my target date is April at the end of the rainy season before I'm worried about it being done. But thank you, Armando. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, I wasn't able to join in, but I saw it through the phone. I was doing some groceries and I caught and I caught it. I just caught it, and I was like, "Oh shit, it looks nice."
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, did you catch the other side of the street where they're all boring and white? I mean, there's one other guy in this little gated community that has anything other than white and pale yellow, and so all my neighbors love it. They're like, "Wow, man, you know, that's great." I think they're all going to start painting their houses. You know, they all say, "Oh yeah, we're going to get somebody to paint." We'll see if that turns out that way. But the guy up the road says he's going to paint his something other than white, and the guy at the end across the street, his wife says the same thing. So I may have started a trend, and my wife's, you know, pointed out that I'm sort of the trend starter around here. A few years back when we bought our Camry, you know, everybody else went out and bought a new car. You know, I painted my house, now everybody else is painting their house. You know, I'm a step ahead of them, I guess. You know, I don't know why I'm yelling at my phone, but I am. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the old saying, keep up with the Joneses. If you fix your place up, they'll start fixing their place up too. And that's good for the whole value of the entire area. That's good.
Well, it is. Here's something funny. Remember I told you I power washed the street and my sidewalk, right? Well, I offered to power wash the neighbor's part, right, and do his, and basically I was going to work the whole street I'm on. But anyway, I said, hey, you know, if you see the electric cord out in front of your yard, go ahead and you know, plug it into the wall so that I have an electric power washer, right? And the guy says, oh no, that's okay, I'm going to do it myself. And I'm just thinking to myself, this guy he doesn't even have a power washer. He's been here 10 fucking years and hasn't power washed it once. Who the fuck is he kidding? He's going to do it himself. You know what? Is he out of his fucking mind? And why wouldn't he want a free power washing anyway? And he's not an asshole. He's a really nice guy, but it's like he's embarrassed or something, you know, to have his neighbor help him out or something. I don't know what it was, but it was just stupid for him to say that, you know.
Yeah, I experienced a little bit of that when I was I guess I could say it like this. It seemed like some of this, not very much, but I just noticed sometimes when I would offer services of any kind, I did a lot of fixing up on the houses over there, you know, while I was there, you know, for Crystal, and you know, the neighbors would be out there looking because I'm an American, you know, and, you know, it's kind of like, look, Americana. But sometimes when I would offer to do things for people, it was like, you know, it was their culture pride that they didn't feel right about allowing it, you know, if that makes sense.
I guess, you know, that makes sense. You know, I understand. But it just seemed, I mean, it wasn't so much that he didn't want me to do it. It's that he said he was going to do it himself. That's the part that got me. I mean, he's been here 10 years. He hasn't done it yet. Who's he trying to kid, you know, bullshitting somebody into thinking that he's going to run out and do it anytime soon? You know, that's the part that got me. You know?
Yeah. And I kind of experienced that too. And I, you know, logically, every time I thought about it, I was like, why would they not want me to do this? Yeah, and then it got into, oh, it's their pride. I understand now, you know, and so I left it alone, and just if they needed anything, I'd give it to them. But I kind of left them alone with that because I figured there were reasons beyond my understanding. You know what I mean? So.
Right. So I got a question about notifications. If I turn notifications off, does that mean that they like update if I turn it on again, or does it just mean that it still shows the notifications on Hangouts, but it doesn't make my phone, you know, make noises every time somebody notifies me?
That would be a question for Mando or somebody. I know nothing of that. I don't know.
When I first set this thing up, every time somebody like posts a message in the messages on my thing, the phone goes. So it's just constantly every 2 seconds, you know, it's buzzing and beeping, the lights fucking flashing, you know. So I don't know. So I shut the notifications off, but then I'm not sure if I go back to the site and turn them on, do they all update all of a sudden or whatever? I don't know. Who knows?
You're saying you're wondering if they go back to factory default?
No, I'm wondering if it updates on the Hangouts or on the Google Hangouts page, but just doesn't notify me. I'm wondering if shutting off notifications means that they don't even show up on the web page is all. That's what I'm wondering.
That would be a better question for one of these other guys. I'm gonna mic out on that one. Go ahead, anybody that has any input on that. I don't know, man.
Well, I guess nobody knows. So what do you think about this stuff? Some of these things Trump has said, they're just a little weird and bizarre. You know what I mean? He said some things that are just factually crazy. And I hope he stops. I really do.
I know there's a lot of controversy about it, Richard. I'm not keeping up with it every day like I had been because of different things going on in my life right now. I really don't know. I know that I'm kind of marking it off like this. He gets his briefings, he gets his intel, all of the things going on that is based upon what he's doing. Be more specific, Richard. Which one bothered you?
Well, not just him, but it bothered me when Kelly Conway came up with the Baltimore massacre that doesn't exist and never happened. It bothered me when he has a list of things that, the media doesn't report about terrorism that are, infamous things. Like on his list of things that, the media hid from the public would be the Orlando massacre or the Orlando shooting where all those people got killed in that gay nightclub. And that's just ridiculous for him to, and there were a bunch of other famous, terrorist acts that he put on his list of things that, the media never reported. And, he just completely made up that this is the highest murder rate was last year when it's not. And I mean, it just kind of has a whole bunch of these. It's just bizarre that he would say things that are so easily proven to be nonsense. I mean, who in their right mind is going to agree that the Orlando shooting wasn't reported by the media? That's just crazy talk. And I don't, I just don't get why he does that.
I saw a heading. I did not watch it when I was flipping through YouTube, fresh news for today's date. And, I saw a heading that said something about Kellyanne Conway said something about something, and I think it's what you're talking about, but I didn't actually watch it.
Right. Well, what she said was that the media, what she actually did was she used as an example. She said, well, the reason that we're keeping these, we're closing off these 7 countries is because of the Baltimore massacre, where 2 refugees came and the media didn't even report the massacre. And what the facts turned out to be is those 2 immigrants were arrested for selling arms to Al-Qaeda in Iraq. There's no such thing as the Boston Massacre. Those 2 people never wanted to kill anybody in America. There's no conspiracy in America, nothing like that. So it's just a complete load of bullshit. And here's another headline: Trump faults media while lying about the murder rate. And that's, the thing, just one of the many things that he, just comes up with these things that are so factually wrong that you just scratch your head. And the thing that bothers me is if he keeps doing it, he's just going to look like another politician. He's going to go from being, the different guy that's good to the same old guy, the same old type of politician that lies out of their ass every 10 minutes. And that's the part that I don't like. It's not so much that I expect politicians not to be lying, but I didn't expect Donald Trump to turn into a politician in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can understand that viewpoint. For me, I'll tell you the way I look at all that, Richard. I just don't even listen to the media anymore. It's just so much It seems like they all have their own agenda. So that had been said. I listen to none of that anymore. I'm kind of burnt out on it completely. But you brought up some good points, and I can't tell you, man. I don't know how to feel about it because I hadn't actually watched all that stuff here in the last few days, but I heard a little bit of talk about it.
Yeah, it'll get passed off. You know, it'll get passed off for a while as just mistakes here and there. But the problem is if if he doesn't nip it in the bud and make sure it stops happening, he just continually goes on and does it. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Eventually, not just the American people, but the other world leaders aren't going to believe anything he has to say. They're and when you get to the point where everything that comes out of your mouth has to be fact checked, people just stop talking to you. They don't care anymore. Nobody wants to fact check everything somebody says. They just stop talking to you. And if that happens, to the leader of the free world, quite frankly, we're in a lot more trouble than if it didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
And here's something else they said real quick. I'll give you the mic for a while. But another thing, a guy made a really good point on CNBC. He says he sort of associated Trump with a guy picking a fight with 7 people with a 6-shooter. And what he was talking about is he's essentially making threats and kind of starting the hints of a trade war with the 5 largest economies in the world right off the bat. He's picking on China, Japan, Germany, France. These are all the largest economies in the world after America. And it just seems bizarre that you would come out of and England, it's bizarre that you would come out of the gate and almost intentionally, try to make enemies out of England and Germany. I mean, these people are our friends and our trading partners. And for him to go at it like that just seems like a strategy that's headed for failure. Frankly, you're not going to get a better negotiation. The other thing is he doesn't understand cultural differences. He doesn't understand that Asian people, and this, would rather cut their nose off to spite their face if somebody's rude to them than make a deal. Once you insult the Japanese businessman instead of bring him a nice bottle of scotch, the business deal's over. They don't care how good the business deal is after they're insulted. Like, fuck you, I'll go do business with somebody that doesn't insult me, even if it costs me more money.
Yeah. I'll tell you the way I see that whole thing as a blanket thing. CNBC, that's where you said you were watching. Number one, I don't watch any of that stuff anymore. Now, is he addressing all the things that, okay, here's my viewpoint on it, and this is why I'm not listening to any of that stuff anymore, because all of these countries, for the longest time, they've had things the way they want them. I'm blaming my government for that, just so you know, not them.
Right.
But my viewpoint on it all is all of this stuff going on with Mexico. I watched a interview from a news media that I really despise, having a conversation with the China president the other day, and he kept trying to, and the China president kept saying, I have already told you, I do not get involved on any of that, but he kept trying to lure. So, the way I see it is this: you are going to hear stuff from every country that has trade in America, and which is all countries basically. And you're going to hear all this controversy. What's interesting to me is everybody was quiet until Trump ran for president. And the reason is he's going to address stuff for America first. That is his whole campaign. I have to say, I personally feel from, and here's my same old classic story. I've been involved in industries all my life. So I've watched them all leave and go abroad. They weren't saying anything then. You know why? They were happy campers. They were
right. It's making more money. Sure. Everybody thought it was a good idea because they'd make more money. And, I think what Trump realizes, or, his viewpoint, whether it's true or not, is that just because you can make the products for less, that might work for some isolated companies, but when it comes systemic across the whole country, and people go from making just random numbers, $50,000 manufacturing to, 18 working at Walmart, that's, it gets to a point where you're not better off sending all your shit over to somewhere else.
Yeah,
I understand this.
I'll tell
his
you where
viewpoint.
I'll tell you where my mind goes to, Richard, with all of that stuff. I watched manufacturing. Okay, number one, you don't see any USA products anymore, and there's a big conglomerate reason for that, okay? You'll hear the talking points of the foreign countries say, oh, and just so you know, this is helping the American economy by $1.6 billion every year. No, that's their talking points, because I watched that interview the other day and I was sitting here shaking my head because, okay, so what you're saying is because we allowed all of our manufacturing to go over to your country, which is really helping you guys now, okay, you want to give me the talking point back of 1.6 whatever it is $million per whatever time it was that he was saying, but he never once discussed, nor was he asked specific questions about how did you get all of that manufacturing? Didn't that used to come out of America? Why does USA have no products anymore? And when you start adding those things up, in other words, here's what I'm saying in a nutshell. My mind goes back to where it all started leaving, and the bills and stuff like NAFTA that was passed. That was not designed for keeping things good in America for so many reasons that I'm not even good enough to talk about it. I feel like I barely know enough to understand it in my terms. So my mind always goes back to that because, number one, I can't go down the street and find any more products made here. That's strange for a country. Not, you know as well as I do, Richard, from being at where you're at right now, even China has infiltrated every single country's economy to the nth degree. And here's what they don't want to talk about. On top of the table, they're just killing it on manipulating and the corruption of our government here in America, selling out stuff that they know is not good for America. Now, they're going to be happy you're not going to hear anything for years and years now because, hey, it's all good for them. But as soon as you start to have somebody that's trying to get things back fair for America, they're going to be, man, these medias are going to run with that. They're going to twist it, turn it, reshape it. So I don't listen to any of it anymore. I just know this. We came out of farming into manufacturing. Manufacturing was flourishing here for 40 years. And now all of the industries have left and we don't make a fucking anymore. You know what I'm saying? I
hear you.
And so all of the talking points about, man, I've heard so much stuff in just the last week or two. I'm kind of glad it's out on the table. It's not a fair playing ground anymore. And for anybody, I don't think it's fair for anybody's country, kind of thing. I don't think me and Beck was talking, and Beck was we were talking one night about his the wages being driven down and the factories there that used to pay twice as much as they pay now.
Yeah.
That's never good for your economy, no matter what way you cut the pie.
Yeah. They won't be coming back. They won't be coming back, buddy. But I've really got to laugh when you say President Trump is a leader of a free world. I mean, that is a fucking joke beyond belief.
I don't think I said free world, Beck. Did you hear me say free world?
No, Richard said he's a leader of the free world. We find that fucking hilarious, I mean, that's like 1970s rhetoric. It represents, 360 million people, half the population of Western Europe.
Yeah, and that's fine.
It's just an old expression, is all.
President of Brazil or the president of Argentina.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's really quite
I'll tell you where I'm at with it. you're going to have everybody having a viewpoint on all this stuff, right? I mean, you know, y'all all, you got yours. Here's the way I see it. Half of America is out of work, and I want to know why.
Well, I don't
So
think
y'all
it's
guys,
half. I don't think
well,
it's half, is it?
well, I say half just because it's so many. What is it, 93 million? I'll tell you where I'm at with it. You know, it's 93 million or whatever the golden number is, which I don't believe those numbers because they're lying politician numbers anyway, just like the unemployment and all that.
Everybody's getting
Here's
different.
here's what I'll say to you, Beck. See things the way that you see them. That's kind of what I do. I can't elaborate on all the things that you guys are talking about in the way that you're talking about them because, number one, I didn't say anything about the free world. I just said what I was, you know.
There's no such thing as the free world. We're becoming
with the corruption that's out there.
An police state, just like the states are. I mean, we can't be arrested and imprisoned without due process indefinitely. You can, but that's coming our way soon.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we've got an militarized police state. You know, that's what you've got. That's what we're getting. I mean, they arrive at houses in armored vehicles with automatic weapons, for fuck's sake, for a drugs raid.
Yeah, here's what I was saying, Beck. Here's what
these states, that's what we've got.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. China is the leading manufacturer now of what you call the free world. And that's a noted fact. Wouldn't you agree with that, Richard?
I guess it depends how you measure it. The United States is actually still the largest manufacturing company in the world, but the reason for that is mostly because of the price of the airplanes that Boeing makes.
Yeah, well,
one Boeing airplane is worth, you know, a fucking freighter full of Chinese shit you buy at Walmart. You know what I mean? But
stop right there,
like I said,
Richard.
it depends how you measure it, really.
Yeah, stop right there. Now, I agree with what you just said, and the way I see that is on the airplanes. You're talking to somebody that was directly involved on seeing the fraud and abuse. You heard him talk about that during the election year. Man, they are charging fucking prices that are unfucking. It's fraud and abuse, okay? They're fucking laundering money. That's what they're doing. And they're setting the price of a fucking hammer at $900 fucking a pop. Give me a goddamn break. That's fucking corruption at its best. So I totally agree with that. However, the way you guys tie all this stuff in directly to, you know, actually the subject I was on, I disagree with that. All I'm saying is this. There's supposed to be a fair market for everybody's country, not just America. And all of it has gone to these particular places, Mexico and China and Japan. Yes, Japan. But China is killing it. Now, here's the part that pisses me off. I go to another country and I say, motherfuck, China has done the same fucking thing here. When I was in the Philippines, and the reason and what they don't want to talk about is all of their products are coming into black market ports. So you have China bringing in all their products on top of the table, and they're also laundering their products in black market that nobody wants to talk about. It is taken away. So, for example, Philippines was the shoe capital of the world. You know that, Richard. They were the shoe capital of the world. They got the big factory over there on the fucking river with a big shoe on the boat and all that shit. Sugar used to be one of the main suppliers from the Philippines many years ago. Now that's all changed. But my point to you is, it was interesting to see even the Philippines, which I was in other parts of Asia too, but we'll just stick it to the Philippines for now. China has totally infiltrated every one of their markets too. Now, when I ask myself, who is allowing this to happen? Nobody wants to talk about the black market ports of how China has infiltrated everybody's markets and every economy on the planet. Nobody even has talked about that shit. So I'm
not sure what you mean. I mean, would you? What's the difference between America's?
They're bringing it in on black market ports. It's corrupt. They're not paying.
I'm asking what that means. I don't know what black market ports means.
What that means is to try to say it in layman terms, you got an independent store in the Philippines selling their products, okay? China's bringing in tax-free black market ports, and they go to these people and they go, hey, we got products right here. You can make a 500% markup. You'll make 10 times more money than you ever will selling what you're selling right now. And so the independent owner's going, hell yeah, give it to me all day long. But what they don't realize is they've just sold out their entire economy. Now, that's on a very small layman way of saying it. I'm not going to get into detail about it. It's too many subjects. But that's basically what I'm telling you. And I watched that because my wife's mother knew a lot of business owners all down in Manila. And that's what every fucking one of them had done. They were going to these black market ports where they ship all of China's products in under the table, tax-free, and can offer it for almost nothing because of that. And these store owners and people that are in business over there are grabbing it by the handfuls as fast as they can, all they can get, because they're making so much money off of it, because it's brought in, not bringing it in, being taxed properly, and keeping that fair trade, equal balance thing going on. China, nobody even talks about that. Now, I have to go one step further. Do I blame China for that? Not when I really analyze where the corruption starts at. I can't blame China. I want to know who's allowing it and not protecting those ports. I want to know who's allowing. That's corruption. That's corruption at its best at the top, allowing for those products to come into those black market ports. Right. Nobody even talks about that shit, Richard. So, for me, I just want to say I enjoy talking about it and everything, and I always will. And, I respect other people's viewpoints. But for me personally, what I base all of my stuff off of, you can say it's old 70s talk all you want, but that's not where I'm at with it. I'm just trying to give variables and narratives that, you can relate to possibly, from saying it the way that I may say it in an old school way. But this is all in the last 10 to 15, 20 years of what I've noticed that's going on, and there's no end to it. That's why you're going to hear all these motherfucking countries come up to the table now, and they're going to spin it and say, Trump is doing this, Trump is doing that. Give me a break. They all got their own narrative. And if you follow the money, Richard, you'll clearly see where all the corruption's at, including the media. So I don't listen, for me personally, Richard, I don't listen to any of those. Is he going to be a perfect person? No. He was not elected for being a perfect person. Is he always going to make the right choice and say the right thing? Nope, he's not. And I'll back that up 100%. Is he doing more than any other fucking lying politicians, in my opinion? Yep, he sure is.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And that's why you see all of these countries coming out of the woodwork now, because they're not taking advantage of us anymore. They actually got somebody up there that's going to fucking do something about it. And let me tell you something. This is off of that subject for just a second. Show me one more person that's got the balls to do what he's doing against all this corruption on this fucking planet.
Well, we've got politicians that will speak the truth. They won't say that tariffs and import taxes will work, because that implodes an economy. It destroyed economies in the 70s when it was tried. That's why the trade agreements were started. But what people here are realizing, that people in the East, their living standards are coming up. They will work for $8 a day, and they're better off working for $8 a day. They've been able to afford. They get running water to some Chinese is a luxury. Having a television, and they will work for $8 a day. And what people, if you just let me finish, buddy, because I simplify it, really simplify it. I'm not interested in all this politicians' bullshit about putting up tariffs and charging people if they're building cars outside the USS. Then we'll tax something, and then it doesn't work. It destroys your economy. What you got to realise is our living standards in the West will have to fall to meet their living standards coming up. That's fair trade. That's a fair playing field when those people have got what we've got, not just in Asia, but in Africa too. And it's going to happen for the next 50, 60, 70 years.
Well, I feel you, Beck. God bless your viewpoint on it. I don't see it that way, and I never will. But that's fair. No problem. But I don't see any. I got a question for you. Has China infiltrated your products over there too?
Oh yeah. I mean,
why do you think that is, Beck?
Because the companies here have to compete with each other, and if a company, your company that you're vying with in the UK goes to China and can make it and ship it back for 50% less than what you're making it here, you're going to go over there as well.
Okay.
You're going to make it over there. You know, because you're not only going to compete with your competitor, but you're also going to make more money. You know, and that's what it's all about, making money.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But here's what I don't agree with what you say, Beck. Here's what I don't agree with. There's supposed to be things in place when you talk about a fair, okay, so you brought up Africa a couple of times when we were talking. I understand what you're saying on that. Everybody's supposed to have, the same things and all of that. Well, due to the economies and all of that stuff, there's a lot of subjects in that one statement that I personally don't know quite enough about.
But it gets complicated. You know, we exported to them for 150 years. We gave them our shit. They're now giving us some shit back because they can make it. In a lot of cases, they can make it better. When it comes to technology, South Korea, the Philippines, they can make it better than we can make it. They're doing better software than we're doing it.
Yeah, but see, Beck, the only thing I disagree about that is this. There are supposed to be things in place where one industry cannot totally infiltrate the other industry. It's supposed to be things in place to where your country can sit there and make their products and have a fair, in other words, you said China has infiltrated your country too. Okay, there's reasons for that, Beck, but it's not what you're saying. In other words, they're not just going out for that cheap labor and shit because, they're doing that because of all the things that your politicians have allowed to happen in that country. It's the only way they can survive. They have to go where the money is. So they go for the cheap labor because they can no longer operate in your country.
Yeah.
That's why they're going for the cheap labor. It's when all this first started, Beck, I heard this cheap labor thing back in the late 80s and the early 90s. And I believed that for a while. And then as I lived a little bit longer and I got into the different industries and I started realizing, that ain't what the fuck it is. My own government and the lying ass lobbyists and the special interest groups and everybody else that's not watching out for my country and making sure these policies are fair, they've sold us out. And now these companies have to go abroad to the cheap labor. And then they bring their products right back across the border with no fucking tax, no tariffs. That's not a fair playing field. And this talking point of going for the cheap labor has gotten old with me too, because that's not what it is. That's the end of the problem. The end of the problem is going for the cheap labor to survive. And then they think they're slick bringing their products back across our border tax-free and still selling it to the American public while everybody here loses their job, the economy goes to shit, and then they can still bring their products back across the border into our country with no tariffs, no tax. Give me a fucking break.
So your solution is put up tariffs, come back to your country, not compete.
I don't agree with that. But however, Beck, when you got things that have gotten so out of control, in order to get a handle on things, you may have to do that in the beginning until things get stable again. You may have to force.
It's been tried and it's caused rampant inflation.
Well,
that may be an excuse
but
that's being used now. That could be an excuse for that.
yeah, but Beck,
So,
you can't just put a tariff on people. In other words, I agree with the statement that you just said. You can't put tariffs because of A. That's correct. You are right, and you and I agree on that. But they never fix anything, Beck. The tariffs is only, the tariffs can be bad if you don't fix the initial problems of how it got like that. And up until now, nobody has ever touched those bills that have been signed, and all these corrupt politicians selling us out for all of these different industries. These industries, Beck, they go up there to their lobbyists and they'll say, I'm just giving an example. They'll say, here's $1.6 million. Go put it in your Swiss bank account. Just get this fucking bill passed because this is what we need. Well, they've just sold out America. They sold out the American people. Okay. So see, that's not what the real issue is. This tariffs and stuff, that will not work long term. I agree with that.
Well, one thing though, Ronan, you have to remember that
was Beck.
When you say they sold out America, what you mean is the American people, and that's not. I just want to point out that's not exactly accurate. They didn't sell out all the American people, but what they did is they sold out the workers in exchange for making a small group of rich people better off. So yeah, they didn't sell out all of America. They sold out the workers and the middle class to the benefit of the wealthy, right? I'm sure you agree with that. It's just when you say it, they sold out America, kind of sounds like they sold out all of America. And it's important to point out to people that don't really know or don't think about these things that who they sold out exactly and who benefited,
Well, yeah, okay. Well, that's just another way of saying, I just use terms like they sold out America. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying, Richard. They sold out the American worker, and maybe I need to be more specific instead of making statements. But
well, yeah, not to me and Beck and people like that, but to kids basically that might be listening. That's all.
Yeah. But basically, Richard, if you really look at that, in a reality forum, they have just sold out America because what is America? You know what I'm saying? They've sold us out. And so, okay, let's stick it to the American worker. Now, what do you have? You have people that are out of work, draining your fucking system dry on unemployment, the fucking green stamps. Everybody's on welfare, and now you've ruined
green stamps. That was funny.
Well, I mean, that's what it used to be years ago. Now it's food stamps or
no way, dude. Green stamps were like free shit from the A&P supermarket or something. Remember? You got little books, you put your green stamps in it and they'd give you free shit later on.
That's right. But, I use these terms, but you know where I'm coming from. EBT cards is what they have nowadays, And so.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny because I remember green stamps too. That's all.
I do too, brother. I remember those big damn booklets of green, but I'm only 29, Richard. I'm only 29. But anyway.
Yeah, you got me a few green shield stamps.
Did you have them over there too, D-Beck? The green stamps?
Yeah, you got a big sheet of stamps when you bought so much fuel and you stuck it in a book, and then you could go to the store and get like a tent or a rucksack or something like that.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Wow. But anyway, Richard, yeah. And so what do you have? Now you've got people draining your system dry, and all the things. Nobody's generating any revenue here anymore. Nobody can supply for their families. Their hopes and dreams have been killed. They don't even have, now look, I'm going way out there as a talking point. I'm not saying there's still not opportunities here, but one thing that I won't deny, all of the wages have been driven down like a son of a bitch, and nobody wants to talk about that. So the jobs that you used to get paid $35 and $40 for, now you're lucky at best to get $26 an hour. Now that's a good living for a lot of people here, But what about the people that went to college, paid for college, got those degrees, got their fucking engineering degrees, and now they're lucky to make that amount of money when they were lied to and bullshitted while they were going to college? I mean, if you think about the ripple effects of what goes on, I'll never trade that. I'll never trade that, because it's all lies. You put America out of work with no products generating its own revenue, you're going to have downstream problems like a motherfucker. And anybody who denies that it's just a lie spinning talking point, because how can that be good? There's no way that can be good. But yes, I agree with that statement you said, Richard. They wanted to benefit and make money, the lying politicians, the lobbyists, the special interest groups, the donors, they're all cutting a fucking deal. But guess what? The deal is not for the American people. They were elected into office to protect us, protect our trade deals, protect the economy, national security, and all the other things that go with it. And guess what? They're selling us out. So you can't tell me that, 93 million people being out of work and we still have a good economy. Nah, I'm not seeing it. There's fucking empty factories all over the fucking planet. You can't tell me that. So, but I agree with what you just said 100%. Mike out. But anyway, Beck, I feel you, brother, man.
Well, we've had factories shutting down for 30, 40 years,
Exactly.
And all the manufacturing work moving to India, China. And we're an export nation. We were the greatest export nation. Yeah. Exporting the best technology all over the world. And that's all finished. It's all gone. We've become a service nation.
Yeah.
Banking, financial services.
I
agree with your point. I think you have the best points during that conversation. Yes. Mike out.
Oh, did I win? Do I get a cake?
Oh yeah, you get cake, whatever frosting you choose. But you have the best points. Yes.
No, I can't see a solution. That's what I mean. Things get complicated, with language, and it's really simple. These people will work hard.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think when let's say Google or Amazon or whoever it happens to be, really invents a good driverless car and puts all the drivers, out of work in kind of the same fashion that sending factories to China did, are we going to call them like the selling out of America because they swap machines and technology for workers? Or is that a different category? You see where I'm going with that? We're really looking at a future where machines put huge, think of all the taxi drivers and truck drivers and delivery people and all that. When technology puts all those people out of work, are we going to look back in time and say, oh, those fuckers at Google sold us out with their machines?
I was talking to Jose Gemello about car spray painters. And I watched my car go down a production line. It's you actually pay to go watch it getting made. Yeah, here in the UK, at a Rover factory shop, where two guys sat at a computer, and these robots sprayed cars. Now, 10, 15 years ago, there'd have been 30, 40 guys in there spraying cars. And now it's all done by robots. And automation, various things when it comes to manufacturing, because really that's the only way we can compete, is being technologically ahead.
Right, but that brings the same problem back. It's the same problem. It ends up with a whole bunch of workers out of work.
It's out of work. Yeah, and you've no choice but to do it, because if you don't do it, you're going to sink.
Right. So my question remains: are we going to look back and think that the people that invented this technology, promoted it, sold it, are they selling out the country, or not? What are we going to think when we start losing hundreds of thousands of jobs a month because automation starts to take over? Are we going to look at those people and say, oh, wow, isn't that great? They invented the self-driving, robot to deliver your packages? Or are we going to look at them and say they're a bunch of fuckheads for putting all the taxi drivers out of work or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you walk into a store, if I look at 2 washing machines, and one of them is going to cost me £500 because it's made in the UK, and one sitting beside it's going to cost me £150 because it's made in Korea or fucking Japan, but it does the exact same thing, I'm going to buy the fucking one made in Japan. I can't see a solution. It might sound, defeatist, but I cannot see a solution. All I can see myself is several, tens of millions of people out of work in the West.
The only solution I've even heard of is the idea of having some sort of minimum salary for all people. They actually voted on that in Switzerland.
Yeah.
I think they were going to give people $35,000, $40,000 a year, and they voted it down. But that's the only solution I've even heard of, is having some kind of, everybody gets enough to live on, and then if you want to go out and get a job, if there are any, you get more on top of that.
And I'll be able to afford the goods. Yeah.
The cost of living in Switzerland is so high, $35,000, you're still under the poverty line.
Right, but the point is that they voted it down. That's the interesting part of that story, And I don't know what the number was, but it's just interesting that they decided, the voters decided they didn't want it.
There's the French elections are coming up next month, 6 weeks. There's a French socialist. There's a good chance this guy could get elected, yeah? And
I know who you're talking about.
One of his, you might have heard of his plan to give every citizen €750 per month free, regardless of income. Regardless of income, €750 a month free. And that's to stimulate the economy, to get people spending money. Now, how the fuck is this guy going to generate that amount of money? He's going to print fucking money, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, absolutely.
But he's going to stimulate the economy because people are going to start spending money they never had before.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy financial plans going on everywhere. I mean, this amount of money, that the debt that America accumulated, the debt the Fed took on. I mean, not just the American central bank, but all central banks have been, letting the printing presses run wild. The government debt's at all-time highs. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit in the financial world right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, people don't realize the UK economy is in a lot more shit than Greece. Greece is, our national debt, 1.3 trillion. Yeah, it's like 5 times the global, the yearly, economy.
Right, the GDP.
GDP, we're more bust than fucking Greece is.
Yeah, Japan runs around 200%.
Yeah,
of their GDP.
Yeah. They've been in a bad way for quite a while, Japan. But I think they're just waiting for one country to go. It's going to start a domino effect somewhere like Brazil or something like that. And it's going to start a chain reaction.
Oh yeah, that's that's the thing, is everything's so interconnected now that all it takes is one semi-major country. I mean, look at the effect. The country of Greece is the same economy as the size of Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in America, and it had huge effects on the stock market a couple of years back. It's just unbelievable. And if you get a country that has an economy the size of Texas, then you're in real trouble. Yeah,
they can't let Greece fail. They can't. That's why they keep bailing it out. They keep bailing them out. They cannot let them fail because it will start a firecracker.
It had to be a chain reaction in dissolving the euro. I mean, you know, they fought tooth and nail to keep England there, but that didn't really work. And they're not a full member really anyhow, but.
No,
Yeah,
well,
it's,
that's
go ahead.
what will break up the UK, that Brexit, because Scotland will go independent and rejoin that euro. That's caused a mess on its own. You know, it's going to cost the UK 65 billion just to leave the euro over the next 5 or 6 years. That's the bill. That's the bill they want to give us, 65 billion. That's besides all the legal fees it's going to cost.
Well, I'm gonna have to take off, guys. So it's good talking to y'all, and I'll chat with you later.
Richard, great to see you, man. Take care, brother.
All right, well, I'll see you guys again. I finally found Armando hidden under his new name, so I'll be back.
Okay, Richard.
Yeah. It's one big fucking mess.
I'll be right.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you hear Ronan? He was saying, actually threatening Armando. He's saying that if Buddy W and Ray of Sunshine mute him again, he will eject them from the panel. And then he warned Armando, you have been warned.
Yeah, the way I see all that is, Ray, they took all my rights away and they wanted to come in here and lie about it. I mean, you know, they're just liars. I don't even care anymore. I don't really give a fuck what Ronan does. I don't want nothing to do with the fucking cocksucker. And that's the bottom line. So
yeah, I'll just have to.
I'm just tired of it.
He did the same thing at Hank's channel too. He's thinking that he owns Hank and Armando. It just blows me away.
Yeah,
if I was Armando, I'd get rid of Ronan. At least take his wrench, teach the fucking punk some manners, man.
Yeah, well, I won't. In other words, that's however.
I mean, yeah, that's up to Armando, though. Yeah, that's true. I take that back. I take that statement back.
Well,
sorry, man.
Ronan will run down any avenue that he's allowed. He's not coming down my avenue anymore, and that's where I'm at with it.
Listen to both of you.
I'll be right back.
I agree completely.
I
agree totally, completely on what you said, buddy. And I'm glad that I brought that up.
I've had bot control.
We both understand what's going on. Okay.
I could have put you both on ignore. I could have.
Oh, Ronan was speaking and I interrupted him.
But he
I
was
feel
put on
so
ignored
sorry.
before.
Please forgive me for interrupting
ignored before.
I didn't really mean
Buddy was put on
to.
ignored
I will
before.
not do that anymore.
Like Buddy was put on ignored before. Like Buddy was put on ignored before by Armando Vargas, and he come back and he doesn't snivel at Armando Vargas. He wants to blame someone else, especially me, like you, Mr.
Sounds like you're crying, Ronan. I can
put you on
hear
ignore
that
right now, but I'm not going to do it. You know why?
My God.
Because I'm not a fool like you and Buddy W. Do you understand that?
I understand that. It sounds like you're crying.
You stupid.
I feel bad that I made you cry.
Controls, and you don't even realize it. You stupid man.
I don't give a fuck what you
I'm
got.
not petty like the both of you. This coward is interrupting me now. This coward is interrupting me now. I'm proving my point. Thank you. Go ahead with your pillow talk about me.
You're a fucking
Go
loser.
ahead with your pillow talk about me. You cowards.
Your point means nothing. You're just so full of crap.
Before. You do not understand that. You're that slow. Mike out.
Yeah. Should you talk about music?
Yeah, Ronan's a cocksucker. I'm gonna fix some coffee. He's a pussy.
I'm gonna make some coffee too. Ronan's a coward. A coward. Ronan, coward.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee too.
D-Beck, I'll get you a coffee and a cookie. I'll be right back.
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, Beck, and the way I see what Ronan just said, whatever Armando sees fit to do to me in here, he's got every right. It's his stream. Mike out.
Right. I feel the same way
Right.
that Buddy
That's
said.
right.
And
He puts you on
Ronan,
ignore.
your
And then
opinion
you
means
just come
nothing
back
to
and
me.
snivel at
But
him.
if Armando wants to
Go get your coffee, Ray of
ban me or
Sunshine.
whatever, that's
Versus
fine.
proving how
But you ain't
stupid
banning me,
you
Ronan.
are.
You
You're
suck,
doing
man.
it
You're a
repeatedly,
fucking coward.
consistently.
A
You
coward.
could get an award, but the
Coward.
Academy Award
A
doesn't give
measly
any
coward.
award for that. You're that stupid. They're
Get with
that
a beer.
stupid.
Get
I
with a beer.
really
Talk
enjoy it.
about
I
football.
enjoy it, T-Mac. I enjoy it. They talk like you could do anything you want. I could put them on ignore. Like Armando put Buddy W on ignore, and they want to blame me. And look at him. Look at this stupid man. He still comes back. I'm going to go get coffee, but he's that stupid. He can't even act. He keeps trying to act. He's very poor on the drama. This is great. This is great. And they're going to come back and snivel about me, and I'm going to be muted by. But they don't go to get their coffee because they're still listening. They've got it turned up because they think I'm going to curse them out. Actually put them on ignore. But they're that slow, D-Beck. That's what's so funny, man. That is so funny. I enjoy it. I enjoy it immensely. Anyway, it compliments me. But I agree with your point, D-Beck. I think you have a good grasp of it. Were we to have the time in the future and you bring it up, I can give my approach and ideas about that. And the whole idea is that I won't lower myself like that to them. And obviously the world knows, and that's the good part about all of this. The world knows, and they're going to deny it and double talk it, and it's going to go that way, and it's obvious. I don't need anybody to defend me, protect me, or anything. And I would really like them to put Armando in his place and have him take my wrench. I never asked for a wrench. I never asked for mod control. Never. And I said I do not want any part of that. But Armando issued it, and well, fine. The greatness was placed upon me. Okay, I accept the responsibility, but I'm not going to be a fool about my actions. Go ahead, D-Beck.
It's no.
A coward.
Hey, we're making coffee, Ray.
No, I'm going to make a coffee now. You want me to make you a tea, D-Beck? I got some tea bags.
Yeah, tea, 1 sugar, milk,
Okay, right on. I'll be right back.
biscuit, pickled onion, packet of crisps, hot cake. It's what's the common ground?
D-Beck, I enjoy going through the drama. I so much enjoy that. I mean, I put it this way. I like civil discourse, like you and I have had, but this just makes it so much more fun because I have to be speaking off the cuff. I stay here, and I just make it up, I don't write it anything. I just make it up, and I have to say that sometimes I really am surprised as how easily it comes to voice. It's just surprising to me, but I accept it. I mean, it's the way I've been all my life, so there's no use in changing it. I'm having too much fun. Oh, this is good. Oh man, this is good.
I'm just realised I'm chatting on the wrong hangout.
Oh, I know. The Google Hangout?
Yeah, I'm on that Eric, Flamingo, Fanny, whatever one. Rose and Shan are chatting on there. I don't know why they're on there. Fucking.
Well, I don't know. I don't have that up because I don't like hearing that little bloink sound.
Yeah.
And I think you were trying to explain it to me, but I didn't get it. And when we have time, I'd like you to so-called walk me through it so I can stop that.
Oh, no. Notification. Turn your notifications off. You don't need them.
Okay, hold on. So I just go. Hold on.
in the settings, in the little settings.
Calm down, calm down. I have to be real slow because I enjoy being very precise. No, okay. Now I'm on the page. Okay, where is my notification?
The top right, you've got a bell and a little wheel, a little settings wheel.
I got a what? A barrel?
A wheel, a settings wheel.
Get that down. Settings. Oh, settings.
Yeah, settings. Yeah.
Okay, it says comfortable, cozy, compact. Configure inbox, settings, themes, and help. So what do I go to?
Oh no, I don't know what page you're on there. Are you on the Google Hangouts page?
Well, yeah, it says Google, and that's where I get my link to the chats. Yes. So I hit that little gear that says settings.
Yeah, yeah.
And the drop down, the I call it an apron. I don't know what it's called. It says display. Display density. It says comfortable, cozy, compact. Then it's got a line. Configure inbox. Then a line and settings, themes, and help.
Oh, I've got a different menu. I've got notification box. You can tick it on or off.
Okay, are you talking about that little bell thing?
Yeah, the little wheel beside the bell.
No, okay, no, okay. On the top bar, slightly gray. It's got a pattern there, a pattern there of dots. Then it's got a little bell, and then it's got my avatar R.
Oh no, not that one, not that one. It's actually on the chat box. If you open up the chat box, yeah, you know, like you were going to type something into the chat box, you know, for the Hangout. Click on that, open that up. And then you'll see another bell with a settings wheel. You know, if you were going to chat in the Hangout, you know, you'd open it up, yeah. As if you're going to type something into the Hangout. Gray bell to stroke through it. There's a little wheel to the right hand side. If you click that little wheel to the right hand side, your notification box is in there. Yeah. Oh. Just type it into that box, Ronan.
Hey, D-Back, I was muted. My apologies, D-Back. I was muted. Do you hear me now, D-Back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was muted. Somebody, obviously somebody. I'm trying to get this done, and they're trying to aggravate me. So I'm being interrupted. So I guess we'll get around to it later. Thanks for the help anyway, because somebody's trying to disrupt you. They're insulting you, D-Back, not me. Okay, so I apologize because he's back with his coffee, and I won't be able to get him a word in edgewise. I was talking, and you kept talking, and I couldn't figure it out. But like I said, somebody muted me in here, and okay, fine. If that's the way it's going to be.
Just let me see this, Ronan. I've typed it into the Hangout.
Well, like I said, they're making you look bad, not me, because.
Well, to bypass all that, Ronan, I've typed it into the Hangout chat.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Forget about it. Forget about it. That's what they're going to do. That's how they're going to be, and it proves
Well,
my point.
I
After you,
wasted my
Mr.
time.
Stupid.
Type
After
into the
you,
Hangout chat anyway. If you
forget
open
it.
up the Hangout
Forget
chat,
it, D-back. Forget it. Like I said, if that's
well, I've
what
already typed it. That's what I'm saying. I typed it. You can read
no,
it.
if that's the way they're going to be, I'm going to enjoy them making themselves look that bad.
I can't delete it now. I've already typed the instructions in there, so I can't delete it now. You know.
Okay, where am I going here? Am I going to
The Hangout, the Hangout chat. As if you were going to type something into the Hangout chat. You know.
Okay, can you hear me? Just say yes or no.
Yeah. We get a word in.
Okay, so I click the options on the actual box, the chat box. That's what you're referring to.
No.
Am I?
Hangout chat. Hangout chat. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Box that you chat. You know, you've chatted in it before, the Hangout chat box. If you open that up, yeah, you'll see Rose and whoever chatting.
Okay. Repeat this again.
Huh?
I go to the actual right, and I here, and it says notifications. It's mark on it. So I just on that check mark, it goes off, and that sound anymore. Is that?
Oh yeah, that's it. Click the uncheck that notifications, leave it clear. Yeah. Yeah. Then they won't pop up them messages.
My notification for Ronan. Coward.
Dear.
It's predictable.
Okay. Are you there, D-Beck?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start this again. And I'll start this again. I went to the, well, actually, I popped it out, right?
Yeah.
So it says, obviously, you are in this call. Above that, it says 47. So it's the right one, right? So I hit that little gear, right? Okay.
And uncheck,
then it says
notification.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting. I can't get it unless you walk me through it, which means I have to be patient.
Oh, I will walk you through it now, Ronan, if you let me speak. If you click that gear, you'll get a menu up, and at the top of that menu, it says notifications.
Yes.
Then if you uncheck notifications won't pop up again. That's
okay,
it.
I click that. I click that. So the check mark is off.
Yeah. So it's blank.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hit OK.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it.
That's
That's it done. You won't get them pop-ups again.
Okay. I'm good. Thank you so much.
But to see the messages, you just look, open up that page as normal.
Yeah.
And you'll
I just won't
read what you want.
Yeah, I won't hear that sound anymore.
You won't hear that. You won't hear that pop up now.
Okay.
You shouldn't do.
Okay, I think I got that. Yes, Buddy W is trying to adjust my volume to nothing. Do you hear me, D-Beck?
Yeah.
Okay,
no, poor Ronan.
I'm holding it so I get my point of fact to you.
Coward.
And obviously they're going to mute me out, so I'll just I guess I'll just tell Armando I'm leaving, and they'll be able to
Armando, come and save
tell
me.
that
Coward.
that to Armando Vargas, and I see no point in associating with these people. But thank you for your time, Rebecca.
Coward.
Well, catch you later, Ronan.
Bye, Ronan. Go cry. Coward.
It's predictable.
Oh dear.
I wonder how much income that Richard is living off of over there in Thailand.
Oh, Thailand, you could survive on $6,000 a year.
Yeah,
My brother lives here.
you can live good, man. I know that. I just wonder how much he's actually. Well, he said he invests also, so I had contemplated it myself until this election year. I'm gonna hang it out now, but and see what happens. But I did want an income from both economies. I almost built an apartment complex over there in the Philippines, and I started.
Yeah, I was looking at property in Turkey. But the properties there with the Russians, a lot of them sold up in leaves. The property and the coast near Alanya, it just tumbled 30%. You get a 4-bedroom house, detached house in Turkey on the coast, swimming pool, £70,000.
Wow.
So that's about $100,000, 4-bedroom house, swimming pool overlooking the Adriatic.
Wow. Hey, Beck, can you look at Shotgun? He looks dark, like he's not he looks dark.
Yeah, I was just checking. I'm getting messages from Shan about Packy. I'm sick of hearing the little prick, to be honest.
Oh yeah, okay.
Here comes Johnny.
What's up, Shotgun? Man, you know what? I miss that. I thought I used to watch Johnny all the time, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good. He was good. That's what happens, buddy, when we get to be our age. All those old good, all the people remember, like Rodney Dangerfield, Johnny Carson, they're all gone. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, what the fuck?
I know, man. It's not what we once knew, that's for sure.
Did you listen to George Carlin?
Oh, of course. George Carlin was the best.
Yeah, man. God, that guy's funny.
I only came across his videos on YouTube a couple of years ago.
That guy was way before his time.
Yeah. They wouldn't allow him on TV, would they?
He got real popular in like the late 70s, Shotgun?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, he was God, he was funny, man. I mean, yeah, he was a big hit back then. He's still doing stand-up comedy, I think.
No, he's passed away now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
wow,
a couple of years ago, I think.
I didn't even know he had passed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, he's got maybe 3 or 4 1-hour stand-ups. He's on stage in New York. He's got 3 or 4 1-hour stand-ups on YouTube. Yeah.
This must have been in latter years, I guess.
Oh yeah,
when he's gotten older
yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah, man, he really knew that. He knew the subjects too. I mean, just brilliant guy in comedy. He was really brilliant.
Yeah, he talks about all the cleaning fluids and fucking soaps and disinfect. He says, "Fuck's sake!" He says, "We used to swim in the fucking sewers. We played with shit on a stick, Right. Yeah. It's true that, the fucking kids are muddy coiled, wrapped up in cotton wool and fucking cleansed and, we used to play in the drains. Run a little boat down the drains.
Hey, buddy, if you really want to hear the best comedian of our time right now, You got to Google a guy by the name of Bill Burr, B-U-R-R.
Yeah, I've seen him as well, Tommy. Yeah. He's funny when he describes arguments with his girlfriend.
Exactly.
He's quick as well, isn't he?
Very quick, man. The guy's, I think he's the funniest comedian out right now.
Yeah, he does a couple of panel, you know, when they do these little meetings with different comedians and they integrate with the audience. There's a couple of them on YouTube. He's funny on them.
Well, I just want to say good night to Ronan. It seems like he had enough and went for a good cry. So good night, Ronan.
Ray Rose poking.
Yeah, you know me, Shotgun. I get tired of his shit, man. He's been jumping on my ass for too long. You know, I can't take it no more.
I hear you, brother.
Yep. So anyway, one last word to Ronan. Good night, Ronan, and Mike out.
How many days are you going to roast him? Yeah.
Probably every day while he's here. Mike out.
Yes. He does a podcast, I think, from his car, that Bill Burr. Tommy. He does a weekly podcast thing where he's driving and he just talks for an hour.
That would surprise.
That's on YouTube.
He's never short of words.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, but Tommy, he put in his podcast, Bill Burr's podcast.
Oh, geez, let me get on that right away.
Normally does it when he's driving. You can hear him swearing at other drivers and stuff.
Oh, shit. Are you over? When are you going to get over that cold there, Beck?
It's just clearing out the lungs after fucking effects, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
The bad head's gone, the sneezing's gone, runny eyes have cleared up, so tail end of it's only a 4-day fucking cold, in it, 5-day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as bad as the flu. I had the flu once. Fucking hell, that put me on my back for 2 days. Fucking bad that if you get the flu. Next step's pneumonia. Yeah, that can fucking kill you.
Exactly right.
Huh. Rose is just re-added, buddy. Where he left. What are they two up to?
I don't understand what has happened to Packy. The guy used to be, you know, funny, sarcastic, yes, but funny, and now he's just
yeah. So he's mixing with.
Where does he get this fucking bullshit on you, Beck?
He mixes with Eric Fartman, Rowley, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Eric Fartman stole my granddaughter. I've been through this so many times, it's so fucking boring. Stole my granddaughter's pictures off my Google Plus account. Then started trolling with me and making remarks what he'd like to do with her. So I went straight back at him for 2 months.
All right, buddy.
Calling him a paedophile, etc. And he hated it. And I will not stop calling him it every time he appears. So he won't appear on this stream because I'll call him out for what he did and what he is. Packy mixes on a stream with them.
You should be ready to go, buddy. You can speak now, right?
Ronan kicked me out of the room when he left, I guess. He kicked me out. But that's cool. I'm back, and I'll be right back.
He probably kicked you out and was hoping that Armando would think that I kicked him out. I bet you anything, something stupid like that. I've never.
Mando already checked. He muted you and removed me. But
Okay.
I'm back now. I'm on mic out.
Right on. Okay, come back though, so we can talk. All right.
All right, so back.
Sorry, D-Beck, for interrupting you guys. Sorry, mic out.
Not a big deal, right? So Beck, he was railing at you again, and I just dumped him. I normally don't dump people out of a conversation, but I fucking ejected that guy quicker than a fucking hemorrhoid.
He's a waste of time even talking about. Tommy, if he wants to say something, he can come in. But he came in, he couldn't say anything, and he sniped me. So he'll just play his little game with text. I just won't take any notice, little prick. Yeah, it says on the hangout you left the hangout, buddy, 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Says you left. Did you leave by mistake?
You mean Buddy? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Buddy left by mistake, and then Rose re-added him. Who's that? Who's still there, Dees?
Yeah, man.
I was watching who P. Mars was adding earlier. I got a call from Hank's Hangout. There's nobody in Hank's Hangout. I got a call from somebody called Suzanne. And I said, who are you? They didn't answer. And P. Mars' face popped up. Yeah. And shot away again. And this Suzanne says, can you add me to the other hangout? And I thought, well, I don't know who the fuck this is. I'm not adding them. Them and another ID, anybody, yeah? So I looked at the ID and it was a new account. They had one subscriber, yeah? So I thought, fuck this, I ain't even going to speak to you. I don't even know who you are. But P. Mars added that Suzanne to Armando's hangout. But then Sean said it was an Aussie. But I just said to P. Mars, okay, if you know them, fine, but he's just adding people at random. And say, if the room's sniped, oh, I didn't know they were a sniper. Or, you know, they didn't snipe the other room. I think if you're going to add somebody, you've got to know who they are and go through Armando before you add them, you know. I won't add a complete stranger without saying to Armando, I'm going to add somebody. But then you got to watch in case they fucking snipe. And then don't add them again. You know. It's complicated. So we chat away in Hangouts. So I opened up a Hangouts, so stopped chatting. I bet they've moved on to YouTube with chat again. Trying to avoid me, Tommy. They're avoiding me. Oh, I may as well open it up. Boom. Down now. That's when I usually kick myself. Beat myself till that fucking YouTube opens up. How many cigars are you on a day, Tommy?
No, I maybe smoke 2 cigars a week.
Really?
Mostly the size of like a Corona or something like that. So it's almost like a 40-minute smoke. It's not like those. Not like those fucking small cigars you smoke.
Yeah, I can smoke. I'm now smoking 3 or 4 of them a day.
Yeah, I know. Those are like, what do we call those here? Not cigarellos. What's the name of those fucking
Tom
small?
Thumbs. Tom Thumbs, I get.
Tom Thumbs is a good word for it, but that's not what we call it here. But that's a good description. I used to buy those little little tins of macanudos that were like about the size of my finger. And they were fucking great too. All right, I think I'm done. I'll see you guys later.
Take care, Tom.
Okay, night, Shotgun. Take it easy, man.
I'm back, Ray. I'm just getting a plate of food here in just a minute. That's all.
Yeah, food sounds good. I got me a coffee. You kind of talked me into it.
Yeah, man. I got coffee coming up and one of those big, I guess it's some kind of Polish sausage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
You must have left. You must have left by accident, buddy.
No, it said I was removed. I was removed. He sniped me on his way out.
No, on the hangout it said buddy left the hangout.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing it on my end, Beck. It said I was removed.
Oh, did it?
Huh.
Yeah. Right after it shot me out of the hangout, and then a thing came up and it said you were removed from the panel, from the hangout.
Yeah, but usually if somebody snipes you, you're not able to join voice again on the same stream.
Well, it just said I was removed. I don't know what that means. It just said I was removed by someone. I don't know. It didn't tell me who. It just said I was removed.
Once Amanda removed you, then you can get back into the voice. I don't know. But normally when you're sniped, you can't get back into voice on the current stream.
Yeah, that's what the pop-up said that came up. It said I was removed. So, I mean, I don't. Is that term mean sniped, or what does that mean?
Yeah, if you've been removed, it means you're sniped. But on my hangout, it just came up buddy left the hangout.
It actually, on your end, it's not even saying what happened, but on my end, it said I was removed.
Then Rose added you.
Yeah,
I'll look.
That's how I got back in. Rose added me, and I went in that way, and it let me back in.
Yeah, I hate that when you get knocked out. It's not easy to get back in. Yeah. Yeah, you were added there. Yeah, it just says left on my end. Why? What's it supposed to say when you get removed? Is that what the word is, Divek?
Yeah, it will say the name of the person that removed you. Like when I've been sniped, I've been re-added, and I've been able to.
Yeah, I don't know. I've
been able to see who removed.
Ronan, he always messes with people. See, I was going to say you guys. I mean, people that listen in the chat that don't come in here and talk, you know, like that rash guy and stuff. They're afraid to come in, you know. But besides that, they don't know the whole picture, but they've got their comments, you know. Ronan just builds up with Ronan. I mean, this hasn't just happened overnight. You know, the guy's been just tormenting people, me especially, for a long time, and just
you know what I'm really tired of, Ray?
What?
In his concern, since we're on the subject, I'm tired of him lying in here like he's almighty and telling the truth when I fucking just watched him do all his goddamn shit. I just watched every fucking thing, him, Hank, Uncle, I watched everything they did. And then they're going to come over here and play like they're fucking, you know, shooting everybody straight, like they're not lying about what they're doing. Drama, that's second grade bullshit. I'm tired of it. So for me, I'm not, you know, I'm just going to cut it down to the bottom line. If he even tries to talk to me anymore, and that's all I got to say, you know, I'm done with it. I'm not going to argue with them on their little slick weasel shit like, you need to prove it, buddy. You need to prove it. Fuck them. I watched them trying to cover their tracks while they were doing it. I'm done with it. He can remove me. He can snipe me, whatever. There's another day and another dollar. You know, whatever it is. But they're never going to move me as far as I know what they did. And then he comes over here like, oh, you're showing yourself to everybody. You're just making yourself look stupid. All this manipulating cockamamie bullshit when they know exactly what they did. I'm not playing their games anymore. It's too time consuming. And, you know, I'm just going to cut it down to the bottom line if they even talk to me. So what just happened to Ray? Did he lose his signal back?
Possibly, yeah. They probably jumped back in again.
What's up, Deez? Yeah, there he is.
I'm just listening, man. Looking at the chat.
Yes, you were sniped, Ray, eh? Lucky you were re-added, eh?
Yeah, I figure if I don't say much, I'm safe.
Ronan's muted Ray from the text stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's mad because he doesn't see Ronan's a bad son of a bitch while he's getting, you know, Hank to, you know, run his game with him and give him all the mods and the controls where Ronan can say whatever he, in other words, they took all of my rights away. That's why I didn't even go into his chat because I already saw the setup. I don't want to go to Hank's stream, and that's all I do. And then they want to bring that shit over here and run a game and lie about it. Like someone else is the one doing the wrong. You know, number one, I don't want his link.
Yeah, I think Ronan kicked Ray out again.
See, there you go. So, you know, yeah. I just don't want it. They're just, and between you and me, Beck, I always got along with Hank just fine. Really showed me what, and then Hank's gonna come over here and run his little smooth talking game like he doesn't know what anybody's talking about. Oh, I still love you, buddy. I watched what they did, Beck, you know, and now they're gonna come over here. But Hank, the thing about Hank is he considers himself smart in covering his tracks on what he does. I don't care why he did it. He's got his own agenda, his own reasons why he did what he did, but he damn sure ain't gonna come over here and tell me he didn't do it. And then he wants to sit here and say, show me proof, show me proof. I got the proof right here on Crystal's fucking computer. It's a game anymore. I ain't gonna show him shit. He knows what he did. I'm not even going to waste time with it no more. That's just me. Now, look at this. Armando Vargas, your friends lowered my volume and Buddy Wagner sniped me in another. What the hell is he even talking about, Beck? Sniped him in another hangout? I'm not even in another hangout. So he's lying again, see? They're just about lies and bullshit and trying to run a game, and I'm tired of it. I'm going to call a duck, and the truth is the truth, and a lie is a lie, and I'm done with their games. He's lying in the chat right now. I got back up here in this hangout, and I'm eating my food. I'm not in any other hangout, so I'm lost in what the damn fruitcake's even saying.
Yeah, but problem is Ronan's quite popular with the ladies.
I really couldn't give a shit, Beck. I don't care who he's popular with, but I'm never going to back down from the truth. So he can be popular with fucking ambassador of fucking England for all I care. I don't give a fuck. He's a lying son of a bitch, and he's not going to run his game on me. And that's just who I am. Back out and eat, man.
I'm sure you'll find common ground tomorrow. Little tiff. Okay, now Ray, you're like a jack in a box. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Right, these.
Yeah, what's happening, Beck?
How old are you, Dees, if you don't mind me asking?
Say that again, Beck.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 56.
Are you? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an old bastard.
Well lived in.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to us all.
Yeah. Get mellow. We all get mellow, except Buddy. He hasn't mellowed yet.
I'm getting there pretty quick, Beck. I'm starting to mellow a little bit, but I don't know, man. That whole thing was, it's so grotesque what they're doing, Beck. It just made me so freaking angry, man. You know what I mean? And they just think that they can keep running that game with their lives, man. But you're right, man. I'm getting to the point where it's not worth it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I agree with that. You get to a certain point and it's not even worth it anymore.
I've got to look at the funny side of most things. Where you crack up. I blame Armando for not keeping control, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I know it's probably a 24/7 stay on it kind of thing, but you know, I don't really blame anybody but them, Beck, for what they, you know, what they did and stuff.
But hard, it's fucking impossible.
Yeah. It's hard enough to run a stream and keep up with everybody's games and bullshit all the time. And I guess that's what I love about the stream
You're
so
a coward.
much, man.
You're a coward. You want to brag about raping my deceased wife? Let's man up now, you coward. You coward. Let's go at it, you coward. Don't be muting my mic, you coward. You understand that, you coward. I like this. I like this. If you like this, I'm going to enjoy it. You coward. You brag about raping my deceased wife, you coward. Have fun, you coward. Let's go, man up, you coward. Start singing. You coward. Brag on it, you coward. You're a coward. You understand that? You want to rape my deceased wife? You said it. You admitted it. And you did not apologize to me directly. And you know what? I don't accept your apology because that means you'd have to take responsibility. You coward. I told Armando Vargas goodbye, and he invited me back. So guess what? I'm going to have fun with you. You coward. Brag on raping my deceased wife. You coward. You coward. You coward. Do you understand that? You coward. And if you want to start getting stupid, guess what? I'm going to have fun. You coward. Do you understand that? Where's your little boy toy or buddy or whatever you call him? Ray of Sunshine, Mr. Stupid. You coward. Brag on raping my deceased wife. You coward. Mike out.
I fucked your mama too.
Go ahead. Brag on it, you coward. Come on. Come on, you coward. Brag on it. Brag on it. Be proud of it. Tell the world. Call Trump right. To promote you. The king of pedophilia. You coward. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I'll buy you the ticket. Come over here. You and Armando Vargas come over here and dig up her grave. And he can film you raping my deceased wife. You coward. This is what I was trying to avoid, you coward. Calling you out like this, you coward. And you can't man up, drop my name, and start with another topic, you coward. Go ahead. Come on. And every time you start getting stupid with me, I'm going to have fun with you. Do you understand that, you coward? This is where you man up or shut up. And if you're going to man up, I doubt it. You coward. Like I said, we'll get Armando Vargas on a little bus, the short bus. And you can get there ready, practice with your shovel, and get your condoms, you coward. And he can film you raping my deceased wife, you coward. This will be fun, Buddy W. This will be fun.
Not good. Blood pressure, this guy's good for your blood pressure.
What? My blood pressure? What blood pressure? I got no blood pressure. I got no pressure at all. I'm having fun now. I'm having fun with this coward. I'm having fun with this coward. And guess what? I'm watching him if he tries to lower my volume. Because as I understand it, I got mod rights. Oh, I can eject him again? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I was returning the favor, D-Beck. He ejected me from another hangout because I basically was stating facts. And he gets all upset because all he talks is stupid. All he does is basically touch on things, but never goes into detail. You notice that? He's a good musician. Don't get me wrong. I respect him there. But everywhere else, nah. He just talks like he knows something, but knows absolutely nothing about anything outside of what his little world encompasses. And that's it. That's it. I can cover a lot of topics, and they can say I'm wrong, but I can provide facts. I can quote. I can, guess what? I can post a link. But this coward, guess what? If he starts stupid again, I'm going to go at him again, just like I did with my little introduction. And I'm going to have fun with it, D-Beck. What do you mean my blood pressure? What do you mean? I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. I'm now warmed up. I go to D-Beck.
Not your blood pressure specifically, everybody's blood pressure.
Oh, everybody's blood pressure? What do you mean? He doesn't have any pressure. He doesn't have a spine. How can you have blood pressure without a spine? Please, D-Beck, please. Please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm warmed up now. I tried to be polite. Now I'm going to be direct. But I'm not going to go obscene.
Are you just going to be sending each other virtual birthday cards or not?
The what?
A virtual birthday cards. You won't be sending virtual birthday cards, I guess.
I don't understand what that means. Is it like a greeting card?
Yeah. Free greeting.
Oh.
It saves buying one. It saves money.
Oh, really?
Send a virtual birthday.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Online.
Put it this way. I've never heard that before. I don't even know what the words were. Something cards. And I think you're saying rusty is like in
virtual birthday cards. Like virtual reality. Virtual.
Oh, virtual cards. Oh,
yeah.
A virtual card. Oh, like an email?
Yeah. It just saves trees. If you buy a card, you're killing a tree. So. Oh
no, I'm gonna send everybody an invitation so they can watch Buddy W rape my deceased wife. and he's so proud of it. I'm gonna say it every time I can. Well, not really. I'd rather not say it. But when he starts getting stupid with me, derogatory, like he has been, and I don't mind it, but it just gets to the point of frustration when he tries to lower my volume because I got my panel up, my control room panel, and if he tries to so-called sneak up on me and lower my volume, because when I was trying to get you to explain that to me, I had not realized that they had lowered my volume. I hadn't realized it, and so if I became a little frustrated, I guess I do apologize, but that misunderstanding was really. I didn't start it. I wasn't trying to ignore you. But you know what? Even though I hit that little thing and said okay, it didn't work. It still goes boink. So let's just how does the song go? Let's call the whole thing off. You say tomato, I say tomato. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening then. Maybe in another setting somewhere else.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Put it this way. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Not here.
If they can't be civil and they start getting stupid, I'm gonna call it out, and they're gonna have to brag about it. If not, they prove they are cowards. So we'll find out, D-Beck. We'll find out. And that other morsel of trash, I hit ignore on him because he was muting me. And I just returned the favor with Buddy because he sniped me. But like I said, I deal with people equitably. Anyway, Mike out.
Suck my dick, pussy cunt. Mike out.
Well, there you go, you coward. Hey, man, why don't you tell the world how you imagine raping my deceased wife? Let's hear that. Let's hear that. Let's hear you bragging about it. Are you going to go to PayPal and put some money into Armando Vargas' account so you can film this and he can laugh about it? Are you going to do that? I think you should. Because it's going to be a very proud moment for you, the whole world watching you live up to your words, the coward that you are. And it'll be fun. Oh, it'll be fun to watch you do that. I won't be there, but guess what? It'll be on the news. You and, Donald Trump will be right there with you, digging. Oh, corn silk, digging a grave so that you can rape a dead woman. You coward. See, every time you start with the stupid, I'm going to go right back at you. Now, if you want to talk about something, I'm most calm about it. But if this happens again, that you get to the stupid point, which is really quick in your life, but I'm going to go right back at it. No doubt.
I've got 2 bits of chocolate cake left.
Oh, chocolate. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Do you like chocolate frosting, or do you like mixed flavors, chocolate, vanilla, for example?
Oh, anything that fits in my mouth.
Oh, really? Like straight chocolate, or like Dutch chocolate, or there's other ones like German chocolate cake. Oh, that's good. German chocolate cake is good.
German gateau is okay. Yeah, Swiss chocolate.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That Belgian chocolate shit. Free and throw it in the bin.
So Beck, did somebody snipe Ray?
Ray, I don't think so. I haven't got the hangout up. Don't know. I don't know, but I haven't got the hangout up.
Okay. So Ronan blocked him, I guess. Armando was saying to tell Ronan to unblock Ray. Because, see, here's the way it's going to go down. If he doesn't unblock Ray, I'm going to snipe his fucking ass.
I think, have you blocked anybody, Ronan?
Oh, okay. Like I said, I returned the favor to Buddy and ejected him because he sniped me once. And with Ray of Sunshine, I just decided to hit the ignore option. So do I go to the Google chat or my Google page and unblock him there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to try this. Hey, D-Beck, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I look for? The actual chat and unblock him from the chat? Is that how that goes?
Yeah, you can unblock him on the chat thing, yeah.
Okay, so I go to that gearbox.
Comes up red, yeah. It'll tell you you've got him blocked. You should just be able to click unblock.
Okay.
If you can't, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you can't do that, you'll have to go to your Gmail and unblock them in your Gmail.
Okay, hold on. Gmail. Okay, give me a second. And where is that option on the page?
Far left, you'll have friends down the bottom, far left. If you click more, it should open up a bit. And on that, you should have blocked people or people you've blocked.
Okay, wait a minute. I hit more, and it says important chats, all mail, spam, trash, categories, or circles.
Could be circles. Then click more.
No, I got
a long time.
Okay, no, I've got no circles. I've got no circles. So manage labels.
Sounds like stupid, Ryan. It sounds stupid to me.
No, this could last all night. I've not been on that much myself. I just go far left. I click more, and it tells me who I've blocked, and I unblock them.
Okay,
if
hold on.
I've got any, you know.
More. More. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna just play around with this page, try to find it.
Yeah, I haven't even got mine loaded. I can't open 3 pages, or I've got to shut down the YouTube text, or you can't look for you. Don't think I'll try. Mail. It's going to take me 3 minutes just to load this fucking page.
Okay, I found a place here that says currently you have no blocked addresses. So if I just hit ignore, that means I guess I don't know because it didn't. I didn't. I didn't hit block. I just hit ignore.
Oh,
Right? I hit ignore. I didn't hit block. I hit ignore.
or works.
Right?
Yeah,
So
I don't know how that works.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Or I could play stupid like them and say no, I won't do it, but I'm not doing that. Uh, I'm actually trying to find it so I can unblock him. But like I said, I hit ignore. I didn't hit block. Anyway, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I don't know how it works. I haven't blocked. So it was Amanda that told me how to look for it, to look to see if I had anybody blocked one time, but I didn't have anybody blocked.
Same here. So I don't know. Let me look for it.
Good. Hangouts up. Open a new tab. Gotta stop sleeping in the afternoon, me. So, you do here. Buddy. So,
Yeah, I'm here, back.
yeah, Ray's in the hangout. He just having trouble. Yes.
Yeah, Mando's sitting there saying Hank